Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about uGwabini and the sgaxa that he dropped in that courtroom. What is a sgaxa? For the people that don't know what is a sgaxa, is in Dabenkulu, the bombshell that he dropped, and we were like, Aibo, uGininda Mapepereza did not say this in court. What could be the reason? But we will talk about that perhaps in another video, go furthermore when it comes to that. But right now, please make sure that you do not forget to like, to share, to comment. And most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you will be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Now, let's get into the situation. There is a surprise, a shocking surprise, a shocking revelation, a shocking, hey. The fact that Gininda never disclosed that Gwabini was arrested, yet still relied on his so-called statement, is not a clerical error, is not a clerical error, or no, clerical error, and it's a potential constitutional violation. Isangesi. Non-disclosure of a witness's arrest isn't small oversight, guys. It can't be. I am still shocked. I think all of us were shocked while we were watching and we were like, Haibo, this is new. It's impinging material, and the defense had an absolute right to know it. This goes to credibility, coercion, voluntariness, and fairness. If the state hid that, the integrity of the entire process is in question on the Senzo Meyiwa trial. So that was shocking. It's a constitutional violation, if you ask me, don't you think? So today we need to talk about something that is very big of that magnitude, okay? Something that goes beyond procedure, beyond mistakes, beyond clerical because wow, my goodness, that for me, Gininda is here, guys. Gininda is here. There's no way that he can say that that was an administration mistake. No, because what happened with Gininda and the non-disclosure of Gwabini's arrest, that's not just irregular, it is potentially unconstitutional. And the implications for the Senzo Meyiwa trial are massive. What was hidden when it comes to that? Because Gwabini is still telling the story. He will continue today, but let's start here. Gininda relied on a statement supposedly made by Gwabini. He kept referring on a statement that was supposed to be made Gwabini, guys. Fine. Okay. Siyayibona ke, we see that. But when we learn from Gwabini that Gwabini has been arrested and that little detail was never disclosed. That little detail was never disclosed in that courtroom. Not even once, but Gininda kept on disclosing things in that courtroom. But this one particular one, the very important one, he never said anything about it. This is not a missing page, guys. This is not a missing page. This is not a typo. This is impinging material. And in any fair legal system, impeaching material must be disclosed to the defense. Why is that? Because it goes straight to credibility, coercion, voluntariness, and the reliability of the evidence being presented. That was a shocker. And remember, we are talking about Mr. Gininda here. And the reliability of the evidence being presented. Ooh, guys, you cannot rely on a statement from a person who is under arrest without disclosing the rest. Okay, maybe Lomfana Gwabini is going to tell us more when it comes to this, because wow, son. Wow. Let me put it plainly. If a witness was arrested that raises the question, was the statement voluntarily or was it extracted under pressure? It opens the door to a potential duress, inducement, threat, or leverage. And the Constitution is crystal clear. An accused person is entitled to full disclosure of all evidence that could affect their case. Was this done? Okay, let's say Banumfan Ugwabin is still on the witness box and is going to continue today relaying the information. Because, wow. This means the state had a legal duty to inform the defense that Gwabini had been arrested. Failing to do so is not a harmless oversight. It is a violation of the right to a fair trial. And in this case, and in a case already drowning in irregularities, this is another crack, one big enough to collapse the entire pillar of the state's version. Is this grounds for appeal? Like, there is a lot of grounds of appeal in this case that are surrounding the entire case. Here, where it gets serious, the kind of non-disclosure has been used in countless cases as grounds for exclusion of defense, mistrials, appeals, and even overturning convictions. Because if the defense didn't know the witness was arrested, they could not challenge the environment the statement was taken in, the motives behind it, or the reliability of the evidence. This could easily be classified as a material irregularity. And material irregularities don't just get ignored, they get reviewed, they get appealed, they get struck down. The big question. So here is the real question here that is very big. Wow. I'm so shocked by Gininda. How many more constitutional violations are sitting inside this case? Because because first it was the missing docket, then the lost statements, then the manipulated confessions, then the contradictions from senior police, and now a witness whose arrest was never disclosed while his statement was used to drive the state's narrative. This isn't sloppy. This is systematic. Make no mistake, this non-disclosure is serious, very, very serious. And if the defense pushes this way, it deserves to be pushed. It could open yet another door the state cannot close. Oh, no, you guys. Look, Gininda. I'm so shocked. Guys, kindly please stay locked in this channel. The trial is exposing more every single day. Kesana, we are hearing things of we are seeing things of the eyes. Like, listen, guys, stay tuned, stay clocked, stay locked, stay. Yeah. You need to stick around. Come back to this channel. Listen to the things. Is this a clerical mistake or constitutional bombshell? Because what is this, Nasad? What is this? At this point, I'm so curious to hear what is our uncle here who's on Twitter going to say about this. We're going to do a trend. I'm sure he does have a thread when it comes to this. We're going to go check it out because Gininda hid this, the non-disclosure. This could collapse the state case further. It's going 36 feet under now. This case is going 36 under. Gininda's failure to disclose Gwabini's arrest is not an admin mistake. It's a potential constitutional violation that strikes at the heart of Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. And this is serious, guys. This video is just talking about the non-disclosure of the arrest information that is impinging, why the defense has the right to know, and how could this affect the state's case going forward. Guys, please make sure you stick around because hayi nama angisazi uGininda epeperetsa kangaka guys. uGininda uyapeperetsa. uGininda referred. uGininda was all over the show. uGininda was doing Cape to Cairo vibes, talking about everything. Athi elapha abephaya, he will talk about Makeleni, he will talk about Gwabini, he will talk about Makosonke, he will talk about, hey, he was everywhere. This, I'm shocked, Shem. I am beyond shocked, Sanalam. I'm here. Haibo wenja. Wegininda. Hayi jonga ungihlule mhlekazi, ungihlule tu ungihlule. Yo, ndiqala ngoBrigadier Gininda ke mna ke lowa uthi pre. How can he forget about this? But akayisherishanga njani? And at this point we want to hear ukuthi was the defense aware of this? I don't think so. I don't think that the defense was aware. The mere fact that he never mentioned it in court, uGininda spoke about everything that he had in his files. He spoke about everything that he had on his file. There is no way that he was going to keep quiet about this. Absolutely no way. I don't believe that he kept quiet about this. This was intentional, sir. Gininda, this was intentional. You were intentional when you were doing this, sir. Amahloni kimi. Ubaloyi makayichithe the case. Baloyi must go to that one. Who's that one? Batoy. Hayi Baloyi uzothini kuBatoy? Ngixelela inyani sana, it be like yo, I can't anymore. Geke. Pilikiti, yawindlu. Yo, uGininda, guys. Hayi inene. Oh, hayi inene kazenkulu. Ndi-shocked kule ndawo ndichophe kuyo, ndinexelele. Shocked. Oh, I am so shocked. I don't know about you, but wow, Brigadier Gininda. Anyway, guys, let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. And more revelations are coming today, I'm sure. And I'm sure uGwabini is going to continue telling us about his arrest. We really want to know about his arrest, what happened. And then he is still on his way to the police station. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. He needs to tell us all of this. I can't believe it. I am shocked. Shocked. Guys, bye-bye.